Afternoon guys, how you doing? So today, for I suppose the first time, is a sort of more of a tuition video of how to get your barbecue started. I made mistakes all the way from the beginning and I still do. Don't worry about it, you've just got to crack on and try and get past that and try and make your barbecue work for you, in effect. Okay, so today I've got my my Komodo Joe, and also I've got one of my old barbecues out, which is a Jumbo Joe, which is a portable barbecue, just to show you how to set up your coal and your fire lighters and really get the best heat and the best airflow through your barbecue. And I'll try and go through a little bit more of that as we go along. First off, charcoal. How much do you need? Well, to be honest, you don't normally need that much. If you consider you go to the shops and you buy one of those portable barbecues, then there's really not a lot of charcoal in there, and they tend to last as long as you need to cook your food. On the whole, I tend to use about 2 handfuls of charcoal in most barbecues. Obviously, when we get onto doing smoking and longer cooks, then yeah, we'll talk about fuel and revisit the fuel idea then. But for now, it's about 2. Just spin the camera around now, and as you can see, I've got a bowl. That bowl actually came with the Jumbo Joe, and I think it's a great measure to how much charcoal you need to use. What you see there is way over full. It just needs to be level. Okay, because it all depends now on where you're going to put it into your barbecue and what you're going to do with it. So I have my poor old Jumbo Joe there. It's seen a lot of action. It's seen me even use it as a fire pit at times. As you can see, it's bent in the bottom. I still wouldn't have been without it. Still a cracking barbecue. So to set up the fuel generally within your barbecue, obviously you've got the air holes, which is where all of the air is going to circulate through, heat up and do what have you. You also need to make sure you've got cool areas in your barbecue as well. So what I tend to do is I tend to set up along the back. And now you can see why I got loads and loads of charcoal, because I'm going to do this twice. I'm going to do one on the Komodo Joe and this one on the Jumbo Joe. So you set up your charcoal and do it this way, okay? Making sure you've got a lot of air going through it, and you start to nicely fill it up. Now if I just spin back, you can still see that that's half full, but already there's probably enough for a good barbecue on there for a good while. And also see how I've pushed it all towards the back of the barbecue, so when we light it, what's going to happen is you're going to have a really nice hot area over here, and then you're going to have a cooler area over here. Meaning, when you've got your sausages or what have you, you can put them this end, and you put the rack on so you can sort of see. There you go. Again, rack needs a good old clean as well, but there you go. So you can put your sausages this end, and they can cook nice and slowly, or less quickly than the other stuff would be. Or you can sear your steak, or you can put your fish on there. Something that's going to cook quickly that you just need to basically kiss and go with the fire. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is going to be the fire lighters. Now for fire lighters, I've found, and this is only my preference, this is not rule of thumb or law or anything like that, I've found I prefer these little bad boys, which are like little hay bales. I normally put about 3 of them into the barbecue underneath the charcoal and basically just let it go. If I've been down on the beach with Jumbo Joe and it's blowing a gale, then sometimes you might need a few other fire lighters, but in general it goes. There are loads and loads of tools out on the market that you can use to start your barbecue with, just to get your charcoal going. You can get the chimneys. Again, what you do with those is you put your charcoal into one of those and either put your fire lighters within the chimney or just underneath it, and that tends to get it to go. I think they're great. I don't necessarily need one now with my Komodo Joe, because they tend to draw through fairly quickly anyway. obviously once you've got your barbecue lit, then you need to just leave it for a while. You need to get a nice sheen on the barbecue coals so they're white, and then what you tend to find is you can't necessarily start cooking on it at that point because it's too hot, unless you can lift your rack up, or you can start cooking at the clear end of the barbecue where I've just showed you. You might be able to start cooking things then, but you need to let it just settle down a little bit, give it a little bit of time. We're all excited, we all want the food, we all need to crack on. Placement of these little bales, I would put one underneath here, just to push it under, like that. Then take another one and push one underneath here. Obviously you can do this beforehand if you like. Put that little bit on there and find another space for another one, possibly under here. So there's plenty of flame going around. There's plenty to do. You're going to get things fired up fairly quickly. And as I say, that should be enough to keep that barbecue going for, I would say, probably a good 40-50 minutes cook time there, if not a little bit more. You know, you get nice and hot. What you do tend to find with charcoal is you get a faster heat with charcoal, but then it dies down quicker. Other people that use briquettes, what you tend to find is it takes longer to get up to heat, but it tends to stay there. I personally prefer using charcoal at the moment. There is a few new brands of briquettes that I want to try, and if I get around to doing it, then I'll let you know. So, coming back to the Kamado Joe now, I'll show you how I am trying to load this at the moment. Again, like I said on the first VT, it's brand new out of the box. So I have done a few cooks on it this week because it's lovely and sunny outside. I don't want to use the oven when it's this hot. I want to use the barbecue. I want that barbecue flavour. I want to feel like I'm on holiday even when I'm not. So let's have a look at the Kamado Joe. You can see from the last time I cooked that there's still some residue charcoal in there. Now, what I would tend to do is just give it a shake around. Oh, sorry, I've moved the video around. Give it a shake around. Get rid of any excess ash that's in there, because what we're looking for is the good airflow to come around the barbecue. And that's with any barbecue, especially with the Kamado style barbecues, whether it be this brand or ones that are very, very similar. You want the airflow to circulate. As the air comes in through the bottom here, it will hopefully draw up through the coals, get nice and hot, come round, and even though there's an air hole at the top, which I'll show you in a minute, then we'll get it to drag back down, and it will get nice and hot. It'll warm the ceramic up, and you'll get a continuity of heat, I suppose, with this. Because with any barbecue, what you need is continuity of heat to cook your food. So loading this up, I have my charcoal there, as from before, and I have settled that out and around. What I'm going to do with this, I'm going to poke a little bit of the firelighters in here, more at the front, because I know hopefully what's going to happen is the charcoal is going to start to light at the front, because that's where the air is coming in and it's going to filter in. Again, I'm just having a go with this one. It's what I think should happen, not what I know to happen. So, you know, if it runs amok, then you're going to see it on the video and we can all have a laugh. So there we are. So I'll put those in now. I want to do, for today, I've decided that I like to do a seared tuna. And for that, I want to sear it because I like things to taste how they should taste. I think they should be very rare in the middle. Just to show you, that's still how much charcoal is left in that bin. With a Kamado barbecue, what you tend to find is you only use what you need, because as soon as you finish cooking, you cool your barbecue down, and they do cool down fairly quickly. You shut the shutters off, and any spare fuel that's left in the barbecue is ready for the next time and will reuse. You can do that with other barbecues. I know that I have done it in the past with the Jumbo Joe, but what I've always found is with non-sealed barbecues, you are eventually going to burn all the charcoal away.
So here we are, about to light the Komodo Joe. If you were going to light the other barbecue that I was talking about a second ago, then just make sure the bottom vents are open, light it and leave it. A bit more involved within the Komodo Joe. What we're going to do is make sure all the vents are open anyway. So we open the bottom slider like so, and you also open the top slider like that as well, okay? Because what we need to do always is let the fire breathe, okay? So if you want to just come in a little bit closer, Samuel, thank you. There we go. So we've got my little magic wand here. You can use a match, it doesn't matter. This just lights it for me. So here we go, let's just light this one up. And light this one up. As you can see, I actually just moved the charcoal out of the way. And what I'm going to do now is build it back up and put it over the top to let it all warm up and warm through. Okay, there we go. It's all in the back basket. As I said before, the airflow is going to come in and bring the air through into the charcoal, into the fire lighters, and start it up. First part of the Komodo Joe, you need to leave it open. Leave it open for about 10 minutes. Then we're going to put the grills back in, shut it down, and let it get really hot, because I want to get it searing tonight. I want to do seared tuna, so I want it to be really nice and grill marked on the outside and rare on the inside. I know some people don't like rare, but I'm sorry, it's the only way to travel for me. Okay, 10 minutes is about done now. If you can, just have a quick look in. You can see the embers are starting to glow in the middle there. It's doing what it should do. I'm about to close the lid, and with a little bit of luck, the airflow nonsense that I was talking about will all start to work. If not, then we'll all have a laugh in a minute when I open the video and tell you, no, it didn't work. There you go. So I'm going to close the lid down. Let's see how we go. I actually don't know, because it's the first time I've got this barbecue this hot. So we'll have a go. Have a go, Joe. Hey. All right, see you in a bit.
While we're waiting for the barbecue, we might as well do some of the trimmings to go with the tuna. We're going to have a bit of a salad, so there's going to be some salad leaves, some lettuce, some shallots, something like that. I was also going to do a mango and chili salsa, because I quite like hot things as well. For the mango and chili salsa, all it really is the two mangoes cut up into chunks, depending on how you want them, is how you do them. Half a red onion, some coriander or the cilantro, then also a chili, one red chili, de-seeded, really finely chopped if you can do it, and then the juice of a lime and a little pinch of salt over the top as well. Mix it up in a bowl, job done. For the tuna, what I was going to do is just do a really simple honey and mustard marinade. Put that over that for about 10 minutes before we put it on. So typically running a video, can't get the barbecue up to temperature, but I know if I drop the bars down on this Komodo Joe, I'll still be able to see the tuna steaks. There they are, just waiting, ready to go. I'll just open it up now and have a go. There they go on the barbecue. You know it's right when you can hear a sizzle. So 2 minutes and then I'll flip them over. So hopefully there'll be some sear marks on there. Excellent. So there you have it. Turned over nicely. Everything should be all good. And we'll see what it looks like in a few more minutes. The sides should have all gone by then. Might just have to hold them over just because I didn't get the barbecue up to temperature. But these things happen, you know, at least you can see that I'm having a problem as well. So here we are. There we have it. The tuna steaks are there and done. Beautiful by the looks of things. The barbecue is now on a shutdown, so it's open, a slight crack, cooling down, and I'll come and shut that down after I've had my dinner. And I'll show you some pictures in a minute of how the tea looks. Great. So here we are, final product, a little bit of salad with the mango salsa, and there you go with the seared tuna, all nice inside. A little bit of rare in the middle, beautiful. Okay, off to enjoy my dinner now. Not a glass of wine tonight because it's the middle of the week. What are you supposed to do? Anyway, see you soon. Hope you tune in. Leave your comments and please subscribe. It helps me to do more videos because I feel like I'm doing the right thing. See you later, guys. Bye.